Are these carbon fiber smart guitars for real and serious instruments, or are they just toys? Let's find out. In today's video, we are checking out the Enya Sonic JT, which is this cool guitar. And as I mentioned, it's not made out of wood. It's made out of carbon fiber, and it's a really interesting smart guitar. Recently, I also featured the Enya Inspire, which is kind of similar, but it's more like a Strat type guitar with the tremolo and stuff. And that guitar had 2 built-in amp models, but this new one has 10. So we're going to explore this guitar and have some fun. By the way, JT stands for Jack Tamarat. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But this is a signature guitar for him, and he appears to be a very talented guitar player. Now, what is really cool is that Enya is currently running a Black Friday discount on their website, with discounts ranging from 20 to 25%. So if you want to check out one of these guitars for a great price, use my link below. That would help out the channel immensely. I'd really appreciate it. And you will get a huge discount. And these guitars already are quite affordable, so definitely go to their website and have a look. Anyway, so this guitar is really interesting. In the intro riff, you heard me play through this guitar straight into my interface. Pretty neat, right? So as I mentioned, this is a smart guitar. Well, what does that mean? Let's go over the features and specs real quick so you guys know what this guitar is all about. So again, this guitar is basically a one piece. So it's not like a bolt-on neck. It's not a neck through. It's one single piece for the body and neck. That is quite unique, right? And the resonance is good. This material resonates nicely. It sounds great acoustically. So unplugged, if you will. And in terms of the weight, it's also fine. Now, the guitar is quite comfortable. This guitar has an asymmetrical neck, so it starts off a little bit round, which is great for chords. And then as you get higher up the neck, it's a little bit more flat, which is more suitable for lead guitar. And the neck access for higher up on the frets is really good on this guitar. This guitar has a sunburst-ish finish for more of a classic-inspired look. The back is black, where we have this sunburst finish going on here with these blue accents over here. So it kind of looks as if there's a light shining under the guitar, which is kind of cool. We have 22 nickel frets, and we also have a 0 fret. So that is quite unique for an electric guitar. I don't see that often. And the fret ends are rounded off very nicely. In fact, the frets end right before the edge of the fretboard, if you know what I mean. So it feels very comfortable and smooth as you run your hand along and across the neck. The pickups in here are quite good. We have a ceramic pickup in the bridge and an Alnico 5 pickup in the neck. And you can use this guitar as you would use any old guitar. If you turn the guitar off, which I will get into in a second, it's just a normal guitar with 2 humbuckers, a bridge humbucker and a neck humbucker. Think Les Paul, right? And then this is your 3-way selector switch, of course, and a volume control. But you can also pull up the volume control so that the neck pickup becomes parallel for a different tone. Let's try that. So let me switch to the factory clean preset on this guitar. It's a nice ambient clean tone. Again, this is going direct into my interface. And then when I switch to the neck pickup, it sounds like this. And then when we pull up the volume control, we get more of a stringy single coil type sound, right? So it doesn't make a difference for the bridge pickup. This guitar comes with Elixir strings stock, which I really appreciate. I love Elixir strings. And it also comes with a very nice gig bag and a wireless foot switch, which I will also explain in a minute. Now you can connect this guitar to your phone via Bluetooth, which is also kind of cool. So yeah, it's a modern guitar, right? Now, what makes it modern? I kind of hinted on this already, but it has built-in amp modeling and effects. So all of the tones that you've heard so far were happening inside the guitar, and you can control those effects with a phone, with the phone app or a tablet or whatever. I'll show you this later in the video as well. So we have 4 presets built into the guitar itself. In this case, a clean tone, a crunchy tone, a sort of hard rock rhythm tone, and a lead tone. So that is cool. Now, right now, as I mentioned, I'm running straight into my interface. But this guitar also has a built-in speaker. So let's try that. Let me unplug the guitar. And when you unplug the guitar is still active. So it's still turned on right now. Let's go to the clean preset. And again, this is the control that you can use to switch between the presets. Right now we're on the clean preset. And I'm gonna record this with the mic on the camera so you can hear kind of how it sounds in the room. So right now, all the sounds are coming out of the guitar itself, which is super convenient for practicing, you know, on vacation or on your couch or whatever. No need to, you know, use a modeler or an amplifier. It's all contained in the guitar itself. So that is pretty nice. And when you're using the built-in effects, this is basically the volume control, and this is the volume control of your pickups, if you will, right? So you can use the big knob to adjust the volume of the amp modeling, right? So let's try all the presets. Let's go to the second preset, which is a kind of a crunchy tone, as you can see on the app. And I must say, the volume in the room isn't bad at all. Sometimes with super chunky high gain tones, there will be some feedback and the guitar will resonate a little bit, but not with the built-in presets that were designed by JT himself, by the way. Let's go to the next preset, which is kind of like a thrashy rhythm tone. Not bad at all, not bad at all. And finally, with the purple mode, you get more of a lead preset. With effects like delay and stuff. So that's pretty cool, right? Now, you can control the presets either with the control over here by pressing it and going to the next, but you can also connect the guitar to the wireless foot switch and switch the presets with this. So I've connected the foot switch, and as you can hear, right now we're on the green preset. So that's all wireless. So you can bring this on stage with you and the guitar plugged straight into the PA, and that's your rig. So that is pretty neat, right? Now, before I show you the app and connect back into the interface to try some of the effects and amp models, let's take a look at the I/O. This guitar has a normal jack output, so you can connect your guitar to an amp or your pedals or whatnot. We also have headphones out and the USB out. You can use the USB to charge the guitar, and the battery in this thing lasts quite a long time, so that is great. Now, let's plug back into my interface and let me show you the app, okay? So right now, this is a heavy rhythm tone that I had dialed in for the intro riff of this video. And over here you can see the signal chain. We have a noise gate on. I will say that without the gate, it's a little bit on the noisy side. Let's turn that off and see how that sounds. For turning the effects on and off, I think you have to swipe, which wasn't super intuitive for me. But as you can hear, there's a little bit of hiss going on, so the gate helps with that, right? We have an EQ, It's off right now, but you can use that, of course, to shape the tone. Modulation, in this case, a chorus. You can also choose another effect like a tremolo or a vibrato. That's neat. Delay. Speaks for itself. And finally, reverb. Of course, you can tweak the effects, you know, make the till longer and stuff. So it's not like super tweakable, but you can get some cool effects out of here nonetheless. So that's nice. Now this new version has 10 amp models. This is the Paul Bell. I assume it's based on the Powerball. Let's try another amp. So these are the amps that are included. As you can see, we have a Deluxe Clean, 100 dist, which is probably a Soldano. I think they had that on the Inspire as well. JJ800 Jump, so that's a JCM800 and a Plexi. 5015, which we'll try in a minute. Badman, I don't know what that is. Maybe a Boogie. Jam C Monk 2 a Vocal 30. Let's try the 5015. And let's dial in a chunky high gain tone. So let's bump up the gain, turn down the mids a little bit, turn up the bass, turn the treble up a little bit. Cool. Let's add a bit of presence as well. Add a little bit more gain. Let's see how this sounds. So yeah, that's the app. Of course, you can go into the menu here and, you know, change presets and all that stuff. So you've got the 4 presets: green, blue, different shade of blue, and purple. And then per preset, you can choose a different sound. So it's quite flexible. We have a mixer, and you can tweak the foot switch and also update the firmware and stuff like that. So that's a cool addition to this smart guitar. So can you consider this to be a serious instrument, or is it just a toy? I think that this could be a serious instrument for sure. It's built well enough. You know, the fretwork is good, sounds good, the pickups are good. So just as a standard guitar already, it's quite good. Is it super pretty? Depends on your taste. I don't think it's the most beautiful guitar, but that's just my personal taste. But it looks good. You know, it plays well and it functions well as a normal guitar. For practice, the built-in speaker is great. It's great to have that built into the guitar, right? For playing gigs, perhaps as well. It kind of depends on what you think of the built-in amp modeling and such. For certain tones, clean and low gain, it's definitely good enough. For high gain, it can work too if you tweak the sounds a little bit. So if you don't need a lot, you could definitely do a gig with this, with the foot switch and everything. So it's kind of cool. And also for the price isn't bad at all. So, you know, as a starter guitar or a practice guitar, at the very least, this is a great buy. I wish we had these things now when I was growing up, you know. They're just a lot of fun. And you can get a wide range of tones out of them and a wide range of usage, you know, with headphones or connected to your interface or just in the room with the speaker. So I'm pretty impressed. So I don't think this is a toy at all, but it might not be your thing if you're very serious about guitars and you want something special, you know, like if you want a carbon fiber guitar, of course, alternatives are like Aristides and rough guitars. Those are a bit more premium, obviously. These are made in China, I believe. But yeah, fine guitars. This video is sponsored by Enya, by the way, so keep that in mind. But of course, all my thoughts and opinions are my own. They sent me one prior to this that had some issues on the fretwork, but they were very apologetic and sent me this one right away. And this one is absolutely flawless. So that is great. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to know if you want to buy one of these things, use my affiliate link and get a big discount at Black Friday. I'd really appreciate that. And of course, hit the like and subscribe buttons, as that also really helps the channel out. And follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers.